We're gonna see if we can science this shit.
We can outscience the science.
If we can outscience his iPhone.
Okay.
Game on.
So,
Game on. Steve Jobs.
if you have a hand cream
You faggy old Buddhist.
All right.
that kills 99.9% of bacteria,
Right.
Okay.
and you use it twice,
Like,
All right.
What
do
do
you
you
kill all the bacteria?
No.
You get a fucking super germ
Then,
who champions germ justice.
then they are lying.
Yeah, it's no. Well, yes, because
Well,
you're killing
yeah.
percentages. So you're gonna kill 99.9% of your germs. Which, by the way, I don't remember who did what, like a comic on it. Might have been
Yeah,
I think it was
it's XCCD comic. Basically,
Yeah, it was like billions or
Yeah.
trillions, and it was like how much 0.01% was,
yeah,
and it was still several million.
yeah. Because like, there's 5 billion germs per like square inch on the human hand, and if you kill like this many, then there's still like a
So
couple
many.
million germs still in that
Just,
area.
ugh.
So basically, it's a bell curve.
Ugh.
Basically, it gets lower and lower and lower.
Until you get down to one, who will be Batman.
Yeah, he would
You're
be
gonna, you're gonna get a Batman germ, and then you're gonna go like rub your face, and your face will turn into Gotham City,
You just sprout a small city.
like very small.
Very small?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna notice it.
So it's like a blackhead. So you're implying that all blackheads are civilizations from comic books.
I'm implying even farther. All blackheads are Gotham cities,
Yeah.
and they're all caused by hand sanitizers.
So what you're saying is that the thing that is supposed to be used to clean oneself makes you dirtier.
Makes you concentrated dirty because
Yes.
all the villains come from the rest of your body to come fight Batman, just like they do in the comics.
Wasn't this a movie? Like Bill Murray?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was.
Yeah, it was a blue dude, and
Oh,
a pill
what
guy, Flubber.
Oh, wait, what?
He's like,
Got
nailed
it.
it. Bill Murray
Flubber's
wasn't
Bill
even.
Murray.
I'm pretty sure he never even saw. I'm fairly certain Bill Murray's never even seen Flubber. Cause like
Really? Really? You just think Bill Murray just sits at a movie doesn't have me, I'm not gonna watch it.
no, I think he's like no.
This isn't Ghostbusters.
I'm like he's.
That's
you
what
know,
he did. He wakes up every morning and leans up out of his bed, coffin style, remote, turns on Ghostbusters 1. Doesn't move from his bed until
until it's time to go to sleep. Just goes back down.
Now, I prefer to think he should.
That's why he doesn't have an agent.
Yep.
That's why he's impossible to get from movies.
No, I prefer to think Mitch that he just has a giant stack of VHS tapes next to his bed, and every morning he just rises from it, picks it up. This isn't Ghostbusters, and just starts pulling it out and throwing it around the room.
No, I'm almost positive Bill Murray would have never watched Flubber.
Yep.
Because I don't know if him and Robin Williams are bros, but I'm like, why would you?
Why would
If
Bill
you're
Murray
not
watch
like 10 years old, why are you watching Flubber?
Yep. He was at McDonald's, and there's like the whole line of toys there. This isn't
Just
me.
knocks over this plate. No, Mr. Murray, you have to leave. Fuck yourself. Just punches a poor pregnant girl working the fry stand. Wasn't even supposed to come in today.
That is the worst.
Now you're facing some Bill Murray justice.
That's definitely the worst place for a pregnant girl to be working.
Dude, your baby's gonna come out fat.
All right.
Just from the fat fuel.
All right. Next question.
If force equals mass times acceleration,
Right.
can you heal injured people by hitting them with decelerating trucks?
If they're in reverse.
I think you have to
How
like.
would the physical orientation of the truck change this?
I don't think that's important.
There's no point of that. There's no parenthetical like orientation.
Well, because it's gonna be
force.
coming ahead. No, you gotta rewind. So it's gotta be going in reverse. You can't rewind with it going forward.
I said decelerating, not disobeying like temporal laws. It's just slowing down.
No,
and it
because
hits you at, like
it's
30, and
it's
then you don't have
relative still
cancer
gonna be
anymore.
faster
Oh,
than you.
alright.
Yeah.
I think it has to hit you at less speed than you're going.
So
Well, if you're not moving at all,
No, it's still gonna wreck your shit.
Yeah.
okay, so you have to charge it.
No.
yeah, so you have to approach the
Physics
so
has-
you have to play chicken
Physics
with it.
has to break. That's what has to happen.
So you have to approach the truck at the speed of light, and all of a sudden you get a Toblerone
and also,
a
I don't think it's talking
finger.
about like cancer. I think it's talking about like paper cuts. Like I don't think it's like, oh man, that slow truck hit me. Well, my legs are back. Like, I don't think it's gonna undo years of bad decisions, but I think if you have like a fucked up rib, I think they'll be like, alright, it's back in place. Actually, a regular truck hitting you might do that. Like, might pop it back into place.
Yep.
Unless you're Alex.
You're like, oh, my shoulder is dislocated.
And then if you elbow that kid in the chest, his heart just explodes.
Yep. It was like, you guys got like dislocated limbs and crashed right in. It's a miracle.
What if you're just like on the middle of the road, but all your limbs have been yanked out of their sock? Who did that? Who did you allow to do that to you? Because that takes a while on each. That means you're like, oh no, please, oh stop, jeez, and then and then they just left you there, and you're just like,
what? Fuck. What? No, they got
really
you
unenthused about this. You're gonna die now.
No, they got you in like the
Mondays.
No, Matt, they got you in like the four winds, and there's like big pull on you, and then they just can't pull you apart.
Like on medieval horses.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they do that in a field?
Well,
Doing that on the road, it seems like a terrible. Because horses also get destroyed by trucks. Like if a truck hits a horse, just because it's a horse doesn't mean it's not gonna get all fucked up and go to horse Valhalla.
That would be a very interesting accident.
Is that what they call where they shoot them behind the glue making factory?
Horse Valhalla.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Horse Valhalla.
I worked in horse Valhalla.
That's
Yep.
I bet that was scarring.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Just like rip out my teeth. No, it's fine.
There's a lot more sense when you watch My Little Pony now. You're committing some sort of penance.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Horse
Good for
Valhalla,
them.
right in between the.
My
glue
Little
factory
Pony is
and
horse
dog
Valhalla. That's what all horses go.
That's Horse Valhalla?
That's.
Oh, fuck. They have a shitty afterlife.
They have a terrible god. Dude, their god outsources shit to incompetent fucking children and one slightly smarter children. Like, that's it. She's like, geez, everything's fucked up, and I got godlike powers, but I'm kind of tired. So can you guys please go avert every hoof-based apocalypse while I just jerk off?
It's a really specific, like, purview of apocalypses that you can prevent. As
Hoof-based. if it has claws, I'd run.
But hoof.
Because you guys are fucking horses. So, like, you're not even horses. You're fucking ponies, and I think two of you can fly.
All right. Next question.
Kind of.
Yeah, disregarding. Okay.
Kind of fly.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
What?
if celery
But
is 90% water, and I walk on celery, am I 90% Jesus?
you can't grow a thick enough beard.
That's your reasoning. Can't grow enough beard to. Basically, like the guy's like walking on the cellar. He's like, "I'm 90% Jesus." Nope.
Matt, that comes up, it's like, nope.
What's wrong in
I
this
don't
area?
think Jesus drew his powers from his beard.
I disagree.
That was definitely only Samson.
Jesus was Middle Eastern, so like obviously he could grow a beard.
Yeah.
But if you're like 90% Middle Eastern, you're still going to turn out pretty hairy. So, unless you're 90% Middle Eastern, no, you're not 90%.
I don't think that's required. I'm walking on 90% water.
Yes, but you can't grow the Jesus beard,
That's not the
and
point.
you're not ripped like
But
Jesus.
I'm walking on
Jesus is
90%
jacked.
water.
Maybe that's what you have to do. If you walk on 90% celery, you grow the Jesus beard as if by magic.
Actually, yeah,
How
we're
would
gonna
you
have
know
to.
Jesus was jacked or not.
Have you seen him?
He and I had the same job. Carpentry.
Except he. What if he was just a terrible carpenter? Like, why do you think? Like, maybe that's why he did the whole like Messiah fisherman thing. Like, what do you?
No,
Because he was a
really-
carpenter for like 10
I
years.
really don't think
Do you think he
wanted
like
to
gave
leave
out
home.
shitty like
No, I don't think he
It was
wanted
like
to leave
I heard
home.
Jesus became a prophet. Fucking, I'm glad that worked out. Really?
Like,
Yeah,
how
that
old was
fucking kid built my deck and it killed my dog. It collapsed and my dog's dead. I'm really glad the Messiah thing panned out because Jesus was a really shitty carpenter. Thank God, if he'd made the crucifix, he'd still be around. That's what I'm fucking saying. If like they made Jesus is like, yeah,
Just
can't like crawl away because his hands are all fucked.
just push himself along with whatever toes touching the ground.
No, man. He like
You
walks.
can't elbow. You're out, dude.
Not if it breaks.
Nah, dude. You got.
Or you think it's like breaking in the middle? So it's just like,
No, I think your whole points of mobility are like your chin and like one toe.
and his beard. That's how he gets away.
Yeah, I was about to
Messiah
say
beard.
that.
Messiah beard.
Okay, important as it may be, it still does not prevent me from walking on 90% water, whether or not I am shaven or not.
No, I think
Wait,
that just
wait.
makes you a wizard.
What if
No.
you have peanut butter on the celery before you walk on it?
Ew.
Was it?
That sounds disgusting. Here, real quick.
Well,
Let me walk on some. Dude, this is why everyone hates America. Okay, I get that we're walking on a healthy food. What if we put more food in our healthy food and then walked on it? Couldn't we send that to Africa? I'm trying to solve a silly debate, okay?
If sound
All right.
travels in waves, why can I hear stuff on land?
No, they travel in packs.
You sure?
Almost positive.
Are you
Sound
sure?
traveling pack.
Sound packs. Yeah.
Sound,
Oh yeah.
sound pack?
Yeah, that's why you hear about sound bites.
Yep. That's why you're.
'Cause the packs of sound, they bite things.
Yep. That's why we
And that's
need,
how you hear things. They
That's
bite.
really
they bite
loose.
ears.
If
It's a
we're
lot.
playing fast and loose a lot of metaphors. This
Oh,
looks like the first time I tried to sew something. I'm not gonna lie, this joke is just. This joke is a D in a class.
it is. I'm sorry.
It was.
What was it?
But like, why can you hear them on land?
Yeah, they're in waves.
Because you hear about airwaves. There's air on land. Are you saying there's no air on land?
No, I'm saying there are no waves.
There's no waves on land.
You have to
There's
go to the
no-
ocean
there's no
waves.
Airway. There's only certain waves.
You have to go to the ocean to hear stuff.
But it's
because
fucking
sound
full of
is in the waves.
it's full of seaweed and fat Midwesterners.
and sound. It doesn't.
Yep.
The point is that it's there.
I refuse to. If I guess I'll be deaf forever.
It's why you can always hear the ocean
I'll go
in
to
the seashell because it's got the waves.
It's the only thing that carries it with it.
I feel like a lot more
It's
things
that-
are made out of seashells.
It's that, and then those kids that Disney grows. Like you put your ear up to their ear, it's the same sound.
No, that's screaming.
That if I put my ear up to someone else's ear, I don't hear yet a third person screaming in their own head.
I do. That'd be a hell of a story.
No, you kill that person because
No.
they're possessed by imps.
No.
Or they're Eddie
No.
Murphy from that
No,
shitty
no,
movie
what-
where
what-
Eddie Murphy was full of other smaller Eddie
God, I
Murphys.
hated that movie.
No,
it
Pluto
wasn't.
Nash.
Pinot.
No,
Pluto
Pluto
Nash. Did you say Pinot
I
Nash?
said
Pluto
Pluto
Nash.
Nash.
Also
said
a terrible
Pinot Nash.
movie.
It was. No,
But-
it's Meet Dave.
Meet Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. If you hear someone and they have like an audible screaming voice in their head, you give that kid a blindfold, a knife, you spin him around a couple times, and you kick him in a direction, and you watch the news. Because you are in for a fun night. Because you just made a supervillain.
All right.
You just made a supervillain.
Next question.
Yes, there's that, but you also just really what you really imply is that we should just unleash schizophrenics onto the street.
Only children.
Only
Adult schizophrenics are a lot harder to take down. If you shoot a kid like once in the chest, they're going down. Tiny,
I'm pretty certain
tiny.
that no matter how big you are, if you get him in the right place, one shot.
It's just easier. Also, if this kid serial killer comes after you, you just need that motherfucker in the face.
Have you ever seen Children of the Corn?
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah. That's a pack mentality. They fucking come out and
Like
they
sound.
They got, you know what? That works for me too. Because I made the pack thing, and you're like, that's
But
dumb.
it was stupid when you did it.
Yeah, but so you can make your joke. So,
Yeah.
All right.
but no,
happened.
I'm saying,
All right.
no, I'm saying,
Next question.
hit it. Give a kid a knife. See what happens. Sew it to his hand.
That is like not. Don't have kids. Ever. Don't have kids.
He'll
No.
give them knives and he'll run around.
Only if they're schizophrenic murderers. I have standards. Come on.
He's not gonna give normal children
Come
knives.
on. Those kids get a break.
If hydrogen is flammable
Hail hydrogen.
and oxygen is necessary for fire, why does water put fire out?
Because it's not hot. Well, that's the actual.
Yeah, it's
reason.
not hot enough.
It's not hot enough. Next question. That's lame.
No, it's not hot enough. Because
Because
boiling water is actually just liquid fire.
if the sun
I know the
is
sun.
too
It's like bugging. No.
I know the sun. It's over there.
It's over there. It's later in the day. It's over there somewhere now.
It's out there somewhere.
Was that enough to just fucking cut the legs off that question?
I didn't know where it was going, and honestly, any kind of resistance to any of these just caused me to bail on them immediately. 'Cause
Next.
none of them are any inherently funnier than the next. Okay, if my entire body is made up of atoms, why is my name Mitch?
I mean, can't all be Adam, can you?
Well,
Apparently,
That's a bit selfish.
they're all named.
Yeah, because you're special. No, you're like what you are is a man. You know when in Power Rangers, they all have their individual Zords, but then they go on to be Megazords, a different name. That's what you are. Mitch is just slang for Mega Atom, and then there's derivatives. That's why every name has an M in it.
Matt, Mitch.
Fimla. Yep.
Mafil.
Mafil.
Flume. Is that what I called it that one time? Flume?
Allison.
Flume.
Bumret. Who framed Rajam Rabbit? Fun fact: every name has an M in it. M in it. It's hard to say.
Every name is an M&M.
M. I know the son. I know the son.
Nope. Alright, what you got?
Nope. Nope. It burns when I pee. Can I use this to start fires?
Yes.
I'd like to see that.
You're fucking shit at this game.
Wait.
Okay,
I got
describe the sensation.
Wait, 1 sec. Basically, that leads to the best question ever. The guy comes up to you, hey, you got a light? Oh, yeah, hang on a second.
No, I'm sorry. If I like have a cigar, I'm like, oh, dude, I cannot.
I'm not gonna stick around for him to explain that it burns when he pees. If I'm
Actually,
like,
yeah.
hey, dude, you got a light, and he just whips it out.
I think you should.
That's the end of the conversation.
I think you should be like, okay,
That's the
this is gonna be
reaction.
like you leave your hands where I can see them. Like this is gonna be weird. I piss flame, because then I'm gonna be like, all right, go on. And he's like, and it comes out with a woody cedar smell, and I'm like, well, that's what I need. I have a cigar, and he's like, all right, you're gonna have to get down near my dick. I'm like, okay, now I'm just pretty sure you're gonna pee on me, and I think you're lying about the pissing flame. If it doesn't come out like a flamethrower, I'm not on board. If you arc your piss flame, it's dangerous. I think it should come out like fire, just dissipate and up. But if it's like fucking just kerosene,
Like a butane welder,
just
a bright blue flame.
no, I don't want to burn myself.
You're pissing 5 burns when you pee. That was the main conceit of this whole thing.
No,
It burns because he's pissing fire.
Right.
Obviously.
No, you can't not hurt.
The butane seems dangerous because the dick is not like a
I don't
solid
think
object.
you're peeing butane. I think you're peeing urine. It just combusts for some reason.
Oh, see, then I'm not on board.
Really, just poor diet.
Does it hit the
bad life
now, you think
choices?
do you think it hits the
Really
ground and combusts, or combusts as soon as it hits the air?
I would imagine on contact with oxygen.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Impact would be bad. That means you have full bladder. You jump wrong. That's it.
that's not good.
That's you
No,
done.
because I think if it came out like a fucking torch, it'd be way worse. Because dicks are like they're only solid when you can't pee out of them, and so if you like piss at rockets, you're just dealing with a sort of situation, and it's just slapping against your thighs, giving you 30-degree burn. And if you're well in,
I'm not saying that this causes like. You've taken this to a place. Like, okay, so let me get behind your thought process. So what you're
I
describing
would. It's
is that
horrifying.
when you start peeing, rather than simply a flame,
Right, like a
manifesting
lazy
itself,
flame.
What you're saying is that for
You
some
like
reason
torch
it
lighters.
begins to start acting more like an afterburner on a jet fighter, and your chick just goes with it because it has no ability to control itself flapping around at 500 miles per hour.
Yep.
have you ever tried to stop your dick from flapping around at 500 miles an hour?
I've never had my dick flap around at 500 miles
Neither
per
have
hour.
I, but it sounds difficult.
Yeah. So you're standing there
Doesn't
at
it?
the urinal.
Doesn't that sound like really like maybe like if it was 400, that sounds more manageable to me.
I think
And once you hit like half 1,000, you're like. By the way, how durable is your dick to not just
Whipping
like?
around.
You're pissing fire, so
Well,
Yeah, but that's obviously hurting. You're not like ha ha, I'm pissing fire, and just like growing a beard and being manly. Like it's uncomfortable. I think you should see a doctor. A doctor or a fireman. Like I'm not
no, I'm no fireman.
but that's a
But that's a problem. Okay.
Like when you piss, just
So along the same through line,
all right.
really. There's another question.
There's always another question.
if vaginal lubricating fluid is acidic and semen is alkaline, why doesn't sex cause foam?
It does a little bit.
I don't want to think about that.
Just
Ugh.
Yeah, it does a little bit. And then you have to name the phone. Send it
Mitch,
to college.
read a new question
I'm
for
trying
the
to
guy.
find one.
Find a
Mitch, did you
question.
catch that joke though? But then you have to name the phone and send it to college.
You'll name it Adam.
I will name it.
In the gym, I was told to land on the balls of my feet to prevent injury.
All right.
So why does it hurt so much when I land on the balls of the rest of me?
There it is. I was waiting for the rest of the balls joke. I was waiting. Why? Because you're used to it. This tolerance. See, you don't remember the first 3 years of your life when you learn how to walk. Don't scroll to the next question, you motherfucker. For the early years of your life, you don't really remember much of that, right?
No.
Like 1, 2, usually about 3
I
or 4.
distinctly not remembering feeling like I was getting racked constantly just by walking around.
Yeah, your footballs are now fucking useless. You've.
Oh, you're right. I don't play that sport anymore.
You just mashed them down.
Not
when
even
you walk.
European way.
You took your big old fat baby feet, like everyone had, and you hadn't developed yet. So you cut off that body. So if you never walked, you'd have feet testicles. That's actually a fact.
So this is going to be the last question
Alright.
for today.
Fair enough.
I want more questions.
If the camera adds 10 pounds,
Right.
do African children really exist?
No. The whole continent doesn't. There's no Africa.
There's really?
Yep. All the
What
white-
have we been seeing? Where have they been sending Sarah
Have you
McLachlan?
ever seen Africa? Have you
I've
ever
seen the rains
I've never seen
down
it.
in Africa.
have you or have you just listened to an excellent song?
No, I've seen it.
By the way, that's like one of my favorite songs.
I know.
It's great.
I know.
It's a good song.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But no,
Yeah.
have you ever been to Africa?
No.
No.
No, you haven't.
Have you?
No.
You know anybody who has?
No.
Has anyone been to Africa?
Well, my aunt says she's been to like fucking Zimbabwe. I don't believe her. I think she just goes to the
It
film.
sounds like a
fair.
real place.
Does it? Right?
Right?
That sounds like somewhere I'm going to get a quest to kill a dragon.
Yep, Africa is actually a film studio.
Do we sound like the
in,
worst
Universal.
white people ever? Like right now. We're like, is Africa even real? Doesn't sound like it. British people come from there? Yeah, alright. You ever heard a South African accent? Shit's just Australian. It's just angry Australian.
He's right, you know.
That's oh,
Connect the dots. Connect the dots. Africa doesn't exist.
yep. It's actually just there's a backlot in a film studio somewhere in Britain where they all just meet up.
It's just Madagascar compensating for how small it is.
They just put up like a big
It's
sheet.
a big fence.
No, Madagascar's like, oh god, there's more people coming back. Put out the sheet. Put out the sheet. It's like,
It looks exactly like it does on the map. It has Africa written on it.
oh, okay, we got it up. Britain
Oh,
comes down.
guys.
It's like Africa still looks bad. Like Madagascar's like, we know. It's so heavy.
This
It
is
just
too-
starts throwing up.
How do you think they do it? Do you think it's like a trained team of like Wolverines or like?
Badgers.
I think it's like two.
You can't fit. You cannot fit one whole Wolverine on the
What?
island of Madagascar. It has to be badgers.
Only or
Have you ever seen a live Wolverine?
Are they
yeah,
really either?
yeah, but I was only at Comic-Con once.
Country-sized, country-sized animals, roughly the size.
That's a lot.
It is. There's
Do the
like
claws get proportionally bigger?
no same size claws.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to hunt because it just steps on its food and just licks it off its paw. There's also
I never took Logan for that kind of guy.
I did.
Really? Really?
How do you not?
Take Logan for the kind of guy that just smashes his food like a small child and then licks it off of himself?
He's perpetually a small child.
Yeah, if he goes to a restaurant, they
He's
bring look,
perpetually an angry, small, drunk child.
I mean, he does have the exact same hairstyle that my brother did when he was 3, but aside from that, there's not a lot of
on,
similarities.
and on purpose.
yeah, Matt. Was it? They just bring out like a plate of spaghetti. Oh, spaghetti!
And he's just like,
He just deploys 2 claws.
just cut to his
It doesn't
face.
fucking right. He grows it back.
Well, actually, he won't cut his face. He'll only
Do you
shear
think
the
he ever
skin
did
off
that?
his-
Do you think at like any point in his like rebellious teenage years, he went to like some 50s diner, had like a if you could eat this whole pizza, and like whatever, and he just fucking cut his jaw off, just jammed the whole fucking pizza down his throat.
I'm pretty sure you
And he
give
just sat there like
because they knew mutants existed. I'm pretty sure they're like, yeah, hold on real quick.
It's a terrible movie.
And they just like lean. It's like, can you send
anyone?
everyone? Can you send? There's a guy who just cuts off his own jaw to eat pizza. Is that a mutant? Is that a mutant? The police are like, is he alive?
I like to think in the background of this, he is now taken the. I'm assuming it's like a large pizza that he's rolled up.
He's rolled up.
So he has like only his upper jaw, and he's now like taken to a table, just pounding his upper jaw to try and masticate it. Ah. Yeah, he's still up. You know, he's kicking.
You should
He
send
said,
the army. Can you send one army, please?
do you
got a
have
second one
anything
of
else?
They're like, we have this bald guy in a wheelchair. No, they don't get along.
That's
well.
not gonna. That's not.
Oh,
no,
he left. I like to imagine you just like, I'm done now. Just fucking leave.
Well, he just grabs a cash register, claws, and walks out. No reason to do
They're
anything
like,
else.
you know
prior.
what?
They could just rob the joint.
They're like, you know what? Well, that's one go. Seems like a good kid. Just hangs up.
That's exactly how you react.
I'm letting
This guy's guy, fucking he eviscerates himself. But he's a cool kid. He's a cool kid.
He's got a motorcycle and a leather jacket, and he's still trying to smoke a cigar, which is weird.
Wedges it between his teeth.
Alright, smooth.
I was about to say, you just kind of hear ragged breathing. It's not burning at all. It's still pizza clogged.
It's in the pizza. No, he just like pulls the pizza out a little bit and just sticks the cigar in the pizza. He's like, yeah, God bless America. And he's just like driving. Thank God we live in this country. Just get shot. Like one cop's like, I can't. No, I gotta take the law into my own hands.
You ever do like a bacon pizza?
I had one for dinner last night.
I go for bacon pizza.
Dude, bacon pizza's a shit.
That was not at all the question.
Oh, I thought
I didn't get that immediately sidetracked.
We're hungry
you said
again.
bacon pizza, right?
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
think it would have been bacon pizza? He's Canadian.
It would have been ham.
Maple syrup, baby.
See, but he's like that America part of Canada, where it's basically America except they care about their citizens.
Canada is part of America.
The Americas, not the United States of America. It's part of the. You know what? I'm not fucking doing semantics, but yeah, no, I don't think he's like that. I think he seems like a manly like Ron Swanson type. Like I don't think he's just gonna put maple syrup on shit because he's Canadian.
I can kind of see Logan like walking in and I want all your bacon and eggs, bub. All of them.
Just in some sassy diner way, just like
Oh, I
I
have
know that shit today. Just hits him with a frying pan. Like, wow, is that legal?
But it doesn't.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's not injured.
That's
He can't
not.
press
That's
charges.
not.
He'll have no
the
evidence
hell?
after like 5 seconds.
It's
Except
true.
witnesses. It's like
Who's
a
going to testify
guy.
against the waitress of the frying pan?
They watched the dude not be hurt anymore. I think the people would be more freaked out by that.
I think
Watch
they should
the
be
dude
impressed.
remove his jaw
No,
and
because-
shove a
No,
pizza
this is a
down.
different
No,
diner.
the wound.
You can only
the
go to every
wound
diner
doesn't
once.
close. The wound closes, but the blood doesn't go away. So he hits. He's gonna bleed a little bit. So it's still gonna look wounded. Like if she hits him here, it's gonna still look fucking bad because it's gonna have clotted in his hair and come down.
You just cut off that part of his scalp and grow it back.
Dude, like at that point, you're a mutant hunter. Like if you have like that, like if you're like, I'm gonna kill him and not leave any evidence. Like, I don't know how you'd assassinate a mutant. That's
No,
how-
no, I prefer to think of it.
Wait,
He's just had a
are
knife.
you eating spaghetti? What are you...
Dude,
This
if
is
I
not
ate
assassinate mutants. It's the same way that I consume Italian food.
I shouldn't go to an Italian restaurant.
No, you really
It's like, dude,
shouldn't.
I shouldn't get
Yeah,
burritos
first you got
either.
Wolverine there, then you got Matt. That'd be I'd go eat it. Just
Dude, that'd be the worst extra in a diner scene. Because I'd be like watching the scene because I'd be really excited about the movie. Just... Cut! Just like rubbing pancakes over.
Stab the fork directly into your forehead. Stick it.
Was that good, Mr. Whedon? Go again. Can I get a new fork? What happened to your old one?
I would just forget. I just forget silverware entirely. Pick up the whole plate.
It's good. It's good. Good job,
Ceramic.
Mr. Whedon. Please don't eat that. It's polyurethane. Like if you eat that, you will die. Doesn't sound like what my character would do. You're an extra.
alright.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. What time is it?
Yeah, it's about that time.
Sounds good.
Anyone else want to talk about anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
I gotta make a call.
Alright, man, we gotta make a call.
That's fucking it.
It's
Bye.
over!
Bye.
It's over! It's over! And you're walking out with the hot guy.